So guys, all the secret rares have been revealed for the Heatwave Arena set, which will be the first half of our set, Destined Rivals in English. Heatwave Arena is the Japanese version of that. And we have all the secret rares right here, of which we already knew a couple of ones that I really liked, like the Cynthia's Roserade, the Cynthia's Garchomp, we had the Ethan's Ho-Oh. We have all of them right now, and a couple of days ago when they posted this on PokeBeach, they had a couple of really low quality images of some of these. By now they have higher qualities, so it's a little bit more clear at some. It's not the highest quality, but it's definitely clear what the card kind of looks like, or the cards do look like. So we're gonna take a look at all of them, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on every single one of them. And what I think the set will do in Japanese, what the set will do in English, and so on and so forth. There's going to be a second video talking about the megas, the mega Pokemon coming. We're not gonna do that during this video though. But starting off with the first one is Yanma, the illustration rare of Yanma. I kind of like this because I saw some, I think it was Dama that predicted there would be a Yanmega SIR in this set, because the card numbers would not add up if the other two EXs in the set, being Electivire and Dondozo, would get an SIR. It would not made up. So it was going to be a Yanmega, but we did not know exactly if we would get a Yanma illustration rare, and we do. So it's nice that we have both an illustration rare and an SIR for this evolution line. You could say kind of like you had with some evolution lines with God of War and such, the evolution lines of the starters and Paldea Evolved, like along the lines of that. But Yanma looks kind of nice in my opinion at a certain pond. Now the thing is, with most sets there are some of these connected arts, like you have, for example, the Hisuian Growlithe with Perrin, right? The connected cards, and there's multiple of that. Not in this set though, or not at least with illustration rares and SIRs, but apparently this Yanma is connected to a couple of regular cards. And if we scroll down, we can see it right here. The Yanma is apparently connected with the regular Paris, Ponyta, Lotad, and Weasel. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of odd, if you ask me, that there are two spots or slots missing here. It would be fitting if there would be two more of that. Of course, it is possible that those cards will be filled in the Glory of Team Rocket, maybe, or if in another future set, perhaps. We just don't know about that. But Yanma is kind of nice in my opinion. I already told you guys my thoughts on the Cynthia's Roserade. This, in my opinion, is the most beautiful illustration rare by far in this set. And man, yeah, that's definitely my favorite. It's definitely up there with my top favorite illustration rares in the whole era, actually. So, absolutely beautiful card. Then we got the Shaman. I saw a couple of people saying that it is like a worse version of the TCG Pocket Shaman illustration, basically. But I mean, it's kind of nice. But yeah, TCG Pocket, the arts on those cards are just amazing. I mean, I still think at some point it would be a missed opportunity if they just never make any of those arts into real cards, official real cards. Because I know people, some people are making physical cards of the TCG Pocket arts, but it's not officially by Pokemon, of course. But I think Shaman is okay, but it's nothing too incredible in my opinion. I like the Crustle because it's kind of also this clayish, realistic kind of art, and it fits kind of because Crustle has this huge rock on his back, and he's like, I don't know if he's trying to be protected from the sun because he's trying to be in the shadow maybe, I think it's kind of cute for this artwork. Then the Hydrapple we saw before. I love this Hydrapple art as well. Really think this is a cool card. The colors are nice. I think the art style is cool. The way they attack. Then we have the Rapidash. Very unique art. I think I talked about this one before as well. I like it. It's more like a watery painted art. I like it. Although I did say I prefer when we see the full Pokemon in its habitat, maybe. But it will probably be one of the better performing AR/IRs from the set. That's my prediction. And then this is one of the new ones that we got a couple of posts ago, but I wanted to wait. I'm not gonna make a video on just this card, but I think it's really cool that we got this Typhlosion illustration rare from Ethan. So Ethan's Typhlosion illustration rare. Really cool art, although it's not clear what is going on around it. I think there's some kind of attack going on in their direction. It's really nice to see Typhlosion in a fierce stance. I wish we had Ho-Oh in a similar way. Now looking afterwards at all the secret rares, I actually do think Ho-Oh looks kind of nice. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But Typhlosion is a really good one of the better IRs in my opinion as well. Then we got the Misty Psyduck. At first, I was like, okay, this is kind of nice, but nothing too amazing. But then I thought, oh wait, she's actually underwater while Psyduck is swimming with his head above the water. So is she leading him towards some place? I don't know. But it does look nice, and it's Misty, it's Psyduck, it's very nostalgic for people that grew up with the first generation. So I think it's gonna be a good card. It's not my favorite, but it's a really nice one, I think. Then we got Misty's Lapras, and this looks very much like the anime art, except like Misty. Except Misty is more like she doesn't have a lot of outlining going on, but Lapras looks basically identical, like we saw Lapras in the anime back in the day, and also where Lapras was a lot. Like he was a lot in the anime during the Islands series. What were the islands that they went to? It was not with Brock anymore. But in these series, there were a lot of islands going on. So it's fitting that we see Lapras and Misty on a tropical island, it seems like. But the only thing that I'm kind of disappointed by, not because Lapras gets one, but basically because Misty will not get 6 illustration rare Pokemon in this set, of course. But I had hoped for Misty's Gyarados in this, because back in the day, Misty's Gyarados was a thing, but of course illustration rares did not exist back then. So it's a bit sad that we don't get an illustration rare of Gyarados. I think a lot of people would have hoped for that, because ever since the Magikarp with the Shinji Kanda artwork, I think a lot of people had hoped for a Gyarados illustration rare or an SIR for Gyarados, and we did not get it right here, which is a bit of a bummer. I mean, eventually we will get a Gyarados. If it's not in the Scarlet and Violet era, it will be in the era after that, maybe. I don't know, but Gyarados is quite a popular Pokemon, so I don't think we'll miss out on that in the future. But yeah, so Misty's Lapras, not my favorite. It's okay. Then we got Electrike. It's not my cup of tea, this art. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's again, it's okay. I don't love it. I don't love it. Then we got Rotom. We saw this one before. I kind of like that one. The greetings from Arven. Kind of cute. We saw that before. Then this is the least clear photo that we have yet or still from all these secret rares is the Yanmega full art. Nothing too exciting in my opinion, but yeah. Then we got the Ethan's Ho-Oh, and I love this full art. I love that they use the colors from Ho-Oh in the background. Absolutely love how the green, the yellow, the reds and such are in the background as well, but it's like, it's very clear to see. I like the way they do these full arts since they started in Journey together. Then we have Dondozo full arts, which is okay. Then we got Electivire full arts. Would have been nice if we gotten an SIR from that one. I like Electivire. And then we got Garchomp, full art Garchomp. There was a post with the Garchomp full art before. It looks kind of nice, I think, as well. But I do think the golds look even better, and we're gonna check it out in a minute. And then we got Arven's Mabosstiff. Yeah, it's not my favorite Pokemon. I think the art is okay, the blue lining and such. But yeah, so nothing too spectacular. And we got 3 full art trainers in this one. I don't know if this was, let's see, the name of that one. The MC's Hype. And then we got the Judge. Looks kind of nice in the stadium here. And then we got Ethan. Strangely enough, we don't have a full art for Cynthia, nor do we have one for Misty. Would have been cool though. Would have been cool. But yeah, so Ethan looks kind of nice in my opinion. And then we got the first SIR, and this is the Yanmega. This is a better quality version than what we've gotten first. And it looks better in my opinion than what I expected. I love how the eyes are this sparkly red. They used the pattern of the hollow foil on the eyes. I love that. And it's like he's speeding through the water, and that makes the effect that the water splashes up behind him. Makes these waves. We see some kind of like land right here, but he's like flying, soaring through the sky here, just above the water, which I do kind of like. It's not my favorite, but I do kind of like the SIR in itself. Then we got, of course, the Ethan's Ho-Oh, which I do kind of like, but still, guys, it's nowhere near on the level of the Lugia Altart from Silver Tempest, I think. But I gotta say, it is my second favorite SIR from the set. My second favorite SIR from the set, at least where the Pokemon is concerned. And then we got my favorite card of the entire set, the Cynthia's Garchomp. I think Cynthia's Garchomp is my number 1, then Cynthia's Roserade is my number 2. Then we got the Arven's Mabosstiff. I like the setting of the arts. I'm not the biggest fan of the art style, but I mean, it's kind of cute, and I would like to be there. It looks very cozy. I think they're in nature, maybe with a campfire, some dinner. He's looking at a roadmap. He's eating a sandwich, it seems like. Seems like Mabosstiff is also eating. Seems very cool as a surrounding. And then we got Ethan as an SIR, and I love this SIR. This is one of the better SIR trainers that we've had in the Scarlet and Violet era, in my opinion. I think it goes pretty good together with like the art style of let me see, which do I like from the SIR's trainers. I like the Parasol Lady, I like the Carmine, the Kieran from Prismatic Evolutions, and this one is really up there, I think, with the trainer SIRs. Then we got the Ho-Oh, Ethan's Ho-Oh Gold card. And this looks pretty good as well, in my opinion. And then we got the Cynthia's Garchomp Gold. And this looks phenomenal, I think. This is one of the better looking gold cards in the whole entire era, I think. And then we got the stadium. I think it's a stadium, right? I like the view on this, like the skyscrapers here behind it. In some kind of city. Don't know which city it is. What the card is. Levincia. It's probably one of the cities in Scarlet and Violet. I don't know. I haven't played the games. Then we have some information. So those are all the secret rares. I love that we know all of these. Actually, to be fair, in overall, I like more of the illustration rares of Journey Together than most of these. But I do think the SIRs here are a bit better overall. Of course, mainly because of the Garchomp. But yeah, I mean, I think it's par on par. But the illustration rares, I do like some really a lot, but 50-50 on it. But yeah, let's read this. Battle Partners ditched special illustration rare supporter cards, but Heatwave Arena has brought them back with Ethan's Adventure. So it's not Ethan, it's Ethan's Adventure. Then they're talking about these connected cards. So there are no connected cards among the secret rares, like they said, but there are some regular cards here, like I told you guys before. So the only thing that we're missing now for Destined Rivals is the half of Glory of Team Rocket being added. And they're talking about the Marnie and Steven decks, but I believe I read somewhere, I don't know if it was on PokeBeach or was it through a video that I saw, that the Marnie and Steven decks would also come in English. So I think that would mean that the Marnie and Steven decks would not be integrated in the Destined Rivals set. That would be kind of silly, I think. But yeah, so those were all the secret rares, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. Again, like I said, my favorite card is the Cynthia's Garchomp, then the Cynthia's Roserade. After that, I think I'm gonna go with Ethan's Adventure, SIR. Then, I don't know, Ethan's Typhlosion maybe? And maybe the Hydrapple. Really like the Cynthia's Garchomp's gold card. And then maybe, I don't know, the Ho-Oh is really nice as well. After that, okay. Well, yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this set. Do you think this will be a better set than Surging Sparks, Destined Rivals? I think a lot of people will say yes. Although I think it's gonna be a similar set size as well, by the way. It kind of seems like a trend where they use 12 illustration rares and 6 SIRs. No, 5 SIRs, excuse me. Because it's been, for a couple of sets, it's been that way. Like, I think for Twilight Masquerade, they combined 2 sets like this. So had like 24 illustration rares, I think. Similar thing for Surging Sparks. Similar thing for... Was it also like that for Temporal Forces? I think it was, right? Thing is, we haven't seen a actually really big set like Paradox Rift or Paldea Evolved since Paradox Rift. So I wonder if there's gonna be another big set behind, like, that is really going to be as big as those. I think the only set that will come after this in the Scarlet and Violet era will be the Black and White sets. So could be that they make them huge, but I don't know. I'm just brainstorming right now. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other update videos on the channel, some of my openings. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye.